a comet, soar like a comet, crash like a comet. I'm just a comet.
What's up, Chaotic Crew? It's your favorite semi-aquatic coach, coach of the Washington, D.C. Diglets, and this is week 5 of the AABL. So this week, we battled my good friend Jason, who is coach of the Lehigh Valley Lucarios. Shout out to young Lucario! And this is the team we brought against him. We brought Celesteela, Mamoswine, Chinchino, Inte, Latios, and Hariyama. And this is an interesting battle. A very interesting battle. Chinchino was brought pretty much because I know it can 1v1 Volcarona. He can get Volcarona out the way with a Rock Blast. All we gotta do is hit it. If we miss it, we die. That's pretty much the way Volcarona and Chinchino work. Because one Quiver Dance means it outspeeds us. But without any Quiver Dances up, we outspeed an Oko with Rock Blast. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into this young match. Let me switch sides. So, Jason leads with Swampert, and we lead with Chinchino, which was really good. I decided to lead with Chinchino because I figured there was a good chance he'd delete Kyurem, and we could get a Rock Blast off, or he'd lead Swampert, and we could get a nice, easy Bullet Seed off. So, I figured Chinchino was a safe lead. Worst case scenario, we U-turn out. I knew he wouldn't stay in, but I also knew that Bullet Seed did decent damage to everything except Kyurem and Honchkrow. So we stayed in, we hit the Bullet Seed, and we hit it on Lucario. This is really important, because I'm pretty sure this Lucario was carrying E-Speed. No, we'll get into that. But at this point, I was pretty sure Lucario was carrying E-Speed. E-Speed didn't kill, but Close Combat did. So we got some decent damage off of it, and we're able to GTFO. As you'll see, we're Life Orb Chinchino this week. We swap out to Hariyama to take the Aura Sphere, and we tanked this way better than I expected. I did not expect this to be a special Lucario. We're Assault Vest Hariyama, so I was expecting to get down to like 20%, 20, 30, 30% from a close combat, but we actually end off with a 36% after Life Orb Special Lucario, which is really good for us. So, we decide to click the close combat, and I'm going to tell you guys something, and we're going to do a lot of pausing with this, because this match is really interesting. I was considering clicking Earthquake. I ran Earthquake on Hariyama specifically for Tapu Koko, because I figured it would be a decent switch-in, and I should have clicked Earthquake. I'm dumb for that. Like, I'm really, like, there's a misplay later on that is pretty big, but I think this was one of my biggest misplays, because I could have Oko Tapu Koko right here. Right here, right now, Oko Tapu Koko got it out of the way, which was kind of annoying, because EQ also killed Lucario. So I really should have stayed in and EQ'd and didn't risk the defense drops from the close combat, and we're... Yes. Okay, so I had to think about that properly to make sure I was seeing this right. Yes, because we're banded this week. No, we're not. We're Assault Vest. I already said that. Sorry, I had to remember what my set was, because this battle happened a couple days ago. I'm recording this way later than I usually would. Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna check that. What was my... I keep all my sets just for situations like this, where I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm in 3 leagues, guys. So I can't always remember exactly what my sets are. This is versus Jason. Yes, it is. Thick. We were Assault Vest. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I should have just clicked Earthquake. It would have made a lot more sense to click Earthquake. I was dumb. And so now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, we live a Dazzling Gleam. So I'm like, oh, yeah, we're fine. We'll just click Earthquake now. No big deal. I think I actually clicked Close Combat, but that doesn't matter because we get OHKO'd by Dazzling Gleam. And that's when we find out this is Specs Koko. Because again, I calced it. I didn't think it was Specs Koko. I thought it was Scarf Koko this week. So I was expecting to live the Dazzling Gleam and kill with Earthquake. But we got killed by Dazzling Gleam, which hurts us really badly. Because I kind of needed Thick for Kyurem still. We have other ways of handling Kyurem, but I kind of needed Thick for Kyurem. So that kind of fucked us over, but that's okay. We get the superpower off on Swampert and do some bam-ass damage. So that's good. We just go for the superpower again. The problem with that is I forgot I forgot about the attack drop. I was like, oh yeah, we'll kill the second time, but Mega Swampert has higher defenses, and Superpower lowers your attack. And I totally forgot about that when I clicked Close Combat. It fucked me up really badly, because as you'll see, this Waterfall Okos. So now we're down 2 Pokemon. In the first, what is this, 3 or 4 turns? This is what, 6 turns. First 6 turns, we're already down. We're already down 3 freaking Pokemon. Sorry, I fucked that up. Sorry, guys. That was my fault. Why you do that? Anyway, so 6 turns in, we're already down 2 Pokemon. That's okay though. We switch into Entei, and we're just clicking E-Speed at this point. He's not switching out. I guess he figured, I wasn't sure if he carried Aqua Jet, but it didn't matter because E-Speed obviously has higher priority than Aqua Jet, I believe. Even if it doesn't, Entei outspeeds naturally, so it would go first regardless. But I'm guessing it carried the Aqua Jet, so that's why it stayed in. It figured it could kill us right then and there. But that's okay, because we had the E-Speed. We get Swampert out of the way, which is really important because without Mamoswine, we're kind of hurting, and I really need Swampert out of the way so that Entei could do what it came here to do. So, with Entei, I click Earthquake. Lucario clicks Earthquake. We click Sacred Fire, because I knew that we would live 1 Earthquake from Special Lucario. Actually, at that point, I was so glad it was Special, because I was like, oh, cool, that's awesome. We live 1 EQ. That's good. I believe it was actually technically Mixed Lucario, but it didn't matter, because without it being fully physically offensive, we lived 1 EQ, so it was fine. We stayed in, Sacred Fired. Now, we E-Speed the Kyurem. Do nothing. The main reason we E-Speed it is because I'm pretty sure it's Scarf Kyurem at this point, and I'm like, okay, Earth Power kills us regardless, so I want to get as much damage off on Kyurem as I possibly can. So we destroy, what little bit of damage we could on Kyurem, and we go down to an Earth Power. That's fine, because now Bruh comes in and clicks Dragon Pulse. And I was freaking out at that point, because I thought, what did I think? I thought it was Scarf Kyurem. Yes, I thought it was Scarf Kyurem at this point. Oh, fuck, why did I do that? I thought it was Scarf Kyurem, and I was like, fuck, we lose to a Draco Meteor right here, right now. So, I was really sad. But then I realized it had something else. What did it have? Oh, it was Life Orbed, which was good. But I didn't realize that until after I had accepted the fact that I was going to lose Latios. I thought I had lost the match at that point. We clicked Dragon Pulse, we killed Kyurem. Oh, that was the important thing. We had to click E-Speed, because Dragon Pulse doesn't kill unless Kyurem lost, I think, 20 to 25% of its health. That's the only way we could kill a Dragon Pulse, if it was specially defensive Kyurem, so we needed the E-Speed damage. So then he goes into Tapu Koko, and I'm switching out, of course. And D-Gleam on Celesteela does nothing. And now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, we're just gonna Flash Cannon, right? No worries. Kills Tapu Koko. We get the Beast Boost. And I'm feeling pretty good right now. And then Volcarona comes out. And I'm thinking, okay, there's nothing we can do with this Volcarona. It'll either Quiver Dance or Fiery Dance. And I'm like, we died to a Fiery Dance automatically. So I should just switch out, right? So I swap out, I go into Bruh. Flamethrower, does nothing. He switches out into Honchkrow. This is the most important play of the game. I should not have clicked Psyshock here. Well, no, the next turn is the most important turn. But right here, right now, I should have known. Obviously, he's gonna switch out when I switch into Latios. Like, that's obvious. I don't know what kind of, mindset I was in. I think I was still reeling from losing Mamoswine. But I was pretty much on tilt at this point. And I was like, okay, I'll just click Shy Shock, whatever. Forgetting entirely that this is a Honchkrow, and it's fucking immune to Psyshock, which was really annoying. So, Psyshock obviously does nothing. And then I'm thinking, okay, we'll switch into Pashmina, because Honchkrow is gonna click Sucker Punch, right? What kind of Honchkrow doesn't run Sucker Punch? So I switch out, Sucker Punch doesn't activate, I can live 1. Yeah, okay, because I calculated. I was like, I can live 1 Sucker Punch with Pashmina and kill with Rock Blast. So I was like, okay, that'll be fine. I'll just switch out. No worries. And then the most important play of the game happens. He clicks foul play instead of sucker punch. And it killed me. Because I could have killed this thing easily with Latios. All I had to do was click Thunderbolt. I carried Thunderbolt on Latios for this Honchkrow. All I had to do was click Thunderbolt. And it would have been out of the way. It would have been done. Pashmina would still be alive. But no. I had to switch out, take the foul play, lose Pashmina. So now I'm freaking out because Pashmina was our Volcarona check, right? There's nothing we can do to Volcarona now, right? Switch back into Bruh. I'm like, okay, it's not going to Sucker Punch. I'm just going to Thunderbolt now. That's fine. It goes down. Now we're at Volcarona. I clicked the Side Shot because that was what was projected to do the most damage. And we get some decent damage off. Bug Buzz, of course, kills us. And it's down to Celesteela. And Celesteela cannot outspeed because Celesteela is slow and dies to Flamethrower. And honestly, guys, I am so annoyed at this battle. So annoyed. Because if I had just stayed in and clicked Thunderbolt, we would have won. Ugh. So annoying. So annoying. Because, yeah, we would have lost Latios either way. But Latios would have killed Honchkrow faster. Pashmina would have switched in and gotten the Fire Blast off. And at that point, there were no Quiver Dances up still. So I would have outsped. All I had to do was hit any move. And I carry Return on Pashmina because Tail Slap doesn't do enough damage. And Return kills at that range. So all I had to do was switch in Pashmina at that point. Like, it was so easy. Honchkrow was on the field. I clicked Thunderbolt. Honchkrow goes down. He switches in Volcarona. I hit the Side Shock, take the Bug Buzz. Latios goes down. I switch in Pashmina, click Return, win 2-0. Instead, I lost 1-0 because I overpredicted. I'm so angry. Like, usually you guys don't hear me talk this much about a match afterwards because I'm just like, okay, I lost, whatever. But this is a match I could have easily won. And I could have won by a larger margin than he beat me by. So I'm kind of annoyed. Oh, I'm so mad. So, there are a couple of plays. Also, Mamoswine. If I hadn't let Mamoswine go down when it did, we probably could have won 3-0. So, I'm really angry, but at the same time, it is what it is. Actually, Mamoswine would have had to go down anyway. That's fine. But I'm kind of annoyed by this. Because if I had just stayed in, we could have won this match. This match, at that point, I was pretty sure we had the match in the bag. I switched into Pashmina, 2 Rock Blasts, we win. Nope. You know what, guys? Click that like if you're still pulling for the Chaotic Crew, if you're still pulling for the DC Diglets. I believe we're out of the playoff race at this point. We have a negative 12 differential and only 5 weeks left to fix it. We would have to, win by 5 all of our next few matches and hope the people above us win by 2 or less or lose their matches. And everybody's above us except the person, Jason, that we lost to today. So everybody above us would have to win their matches by no more than 2/lose. Like, they're all going to battle each other. So you get what I'm saying. We can catch up if everybody has their matches be really, really close. So I'm hoping, I'm still pulling for the DC Diglets. We battle Chimpact this week, so yeah. That's all I'm going to say to that. Anywhoosies, click that like if you're still pulling for the DC Diglets. Subscribe if I made you chuckle. And remember, chaos is life and chaos is love. Otter Out.